Hey internet, so this is a video that I've been meaning to make for a while. Until a few weeks ago, for about a year I'd say, I have been living in what I like to refer to as a state of permanent existential crisis. This isn't just, I don't know what I'm doing with my existence, and more of a whole... I couldn't really articulate it, so that's the best I could do. Basically, I couldn't function, because pretty much every other day, I'd just be doing my thing, and then all of a sudden just descend into this limbo of misery where, basically, I hated where I was with my life, I didn't know what I was doing with my existence, and I felt like everything that I was doing was a waste of time because I wasn't on the right path. I'd then just sort of writhe around on the floor in despair for about another 2 days, until eventually I could recollect my sanity and do something productive like answer one email. But Dan, how did you get there? Here's the story. Like some of you guys watching this, I was around 17 and school was about to finish and I had to decide whether I was going to go to university or not. This seemed like a bit of a no-brainer to me because I was pretty good at school, so I just thought I'd pick a course, go to a uni, and hey, there we go, because that's just what you do. Fast forward 2 years and I was up to my neck in law textbooks and having a mental breakdown every other day because of my entire existence. This happened because at some point between here and here, I suddenly realized I exist. What I mean is that my whole life I was like, what's the next thing I'm expected to do, Then one fateful day it randomly occurred to me, I am alive. I am a human with a life. I only have one life and then I die and stop existing. You are an independent mind in this universe that can do anything and everything they want or have ever dreamed of, and there's no point in being alive if you're not gonna do it. I think the problem is, unless you have great parents or you have some inspirational teacher from a movie that pushes you to follow your dreams, you can't expect a kid to be smart enough to realize they can do what they want with their life before they've just been pushed through the school system into having average life X being some customer service manager at blah blah, oh god. I hadn't grown to be smart enough to realize this myself until that point. Since the age of 5, the only thing I've ever really been passionate about is acting, and theatre and drama and movies, and my whole childhood I went to stage schools, but then when I got to 17, I was like, well, no one can become an actor, all my friends are going to uni. That's what a normal person does. I'll do that. Now, what makes you look clever and employable? Ah, law! Because no one encouraged me or told me that I could actually do what I want until I worked it out for myself. But here I am today. I have stopped going to uni for the moment. I could go back at some other point, but before people tell me, you need a degree to fall back on, blah, I don't think I do. I know what I'm doing, don't worry about me, this is about you. So what's the point of this video? Well, if you already thought it was wordy and deep, then you're not ready. I feel like I should have told you to do some brain exercises. You only live once. What a beautiful saying. I've said it a few times. Not like that. You have one human life on this earth and then it's over. So what is the meaning of life? To have sex with everything and then have a million offspring spreading all over the world. Maybe biologically, but it doesn't really help anybody having a crisis, does it? To me, the meaning of a human life is to be happy. It's to achieve happiness right now. It's to make sure that you're happy in the future, and so that generally when you look back on your life, you're like, yes, that was satisfactory. And if some people on YouTube try to have a message to give people, I guess that mine is, do whatever you have to do to be happy. I'm not telling you to quit your job or not go to uni, that's probably a stupid idea. Do whatever is a good idea for the future that doesn't make you want to do this for 5 hours a day. But it's not just about jobs. If something's making you unhappy, then don't moan about it or spend ages being sad. Deal with it. What's making you sad? Change it, whatever it is. And life is too short to have regrets. You like that person that always stares at you in the library? Ask that mother on a date tomorrow. There's way too much fun and joy in the world for anybody to waste their time or their life doing something that makes them unhappy, so go for it. Be sensible about the choices that you make, but all I'm saying is, coming from someone who probably could have done with being told it a couple years earlier, just think, you are a human with one life, and it is up to you to make it the best life you can. Do it. Because YOLO. That is all. I think I've wanted to say that for a while. See you next time, internet.